So what are the changes in my lifestyle to prepare for this role? I think the first 2 weeks I could eat pretty much anything I wanted because I was so nervous about my Broadway debut. And also I think you're thinking so much and your body's working overtime and you're doing all these things you're not used to. So that was a big change. I mean, it was basically you could eat anything you want, pizza at night, and it didn't even touch you. And the other thing is I'm so aware of my boobs now because this whole show is about your cleavage and they're just constantly lifting them up, and I'm almost like thinking, wow, I mean, how am I going to leave here and go back to the way I used to look, you know? And everyone comes in there and like, did you get a boob job? I'm like, no. So I'm wearing things now that are more booby too, so I think that goes with the territory. So you'll see me in a little bit lower cut things now, from now on, I think. I attended the theater a lot as a kid. I lived in Scarsdale, which is Westchester, and all of my family loved the theater, and it was always a special trip. We'd come down, we'd spend the weekend in the city, and we'd go see Annie or The King and I, and as we got older, Phantom of the Opera. It was show tunes and musicals were always playing in my house. So I have a real love for Broadway and a deep appreciation for what these people do and how they give their lives to the theater and dedicate hours and really hone their craft. I think there are pretty big differences between pop music and Broadway music. While we all strive to tell stories, the stories that are told in musical theater kind of are there to propel the story and really explain the characters, whereas pop music's usually rooted in a minute or a moment in time. I would say the only kind of thing that I would like to think that I have in similar to the authors of this play are a love of pop melody. And when you really look at these songs, they're just incredible pop melodies. They're hooky, you can't stop singing them, and that's really at the core of what pop music is. It's creating a line, a melody line that just sticks with you, and you can't leave the theater once you come to see Chicago without humming every single song.